Yo, what's good, Karma Nation? It's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, back once again with DFS Karma. Welcome to another episode of NBA DFS DraftKings Picks on Sunday, December 12th, powered by DraftKings and DFS Karma themselves, where I do a very breakdown of the games as for the slate, as well as give you guys the best plays from each team. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss out on any of our free media content or live streams. Comment down below as well if you do indeed like our content or have any questions. We try to get back to everyone as soon as possible. We take all criticism, compliments, all of that into account. And this is the last video I'm going to be making where you'll see my face on the left side of big screen and the DraftKings part on the right side, because our guy Travis, he has found a way out to just get better content on the screen, so to where DraftKings, you'll be seeing more of the DraftKings and less of my big face. So yeah, starting tomorrow, we're gonna have a new video, new layout for you guys to see, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited. It was supposed to be tonight, but I didn't realize that I needed his help for some things, so we'll get that done tomorrow. And yeah, with that being said, let's get straight into it. It's a 5-game slate for a Sunday, not too bad after a little 6-gamer yesterday. So let's get right into it. There's a lot of injury news. Brooklyn at Detroit starts the day off. Brooklyn side, James Harden's out for rest. Joe Harris out. Paul Millsap out. And that's huge. KD's going to manage basically the entire scoring load with help from LaMarcus and Patty for sure. But KD's going to be that guy. I think he's a perfect play tomorrow. 11K, no James Harden. Going to be just basically leaned up upon to score, to rebound, basically that guy. Might be locked in all my lineups tomorrow. We'll see. But he's a very strong play. LaMarcus Aldridge at 5.9K. James Harden, I think he has like a 20+% usage rate. It's going to be spread out to definitely the entire team. LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills. Might see some Bruce Brown, James Johnson. Someone who I'm liking is Cam Thomas at 3.5K. I think he's a great GBP play. Very cheap, won't hurt you if he does, but also could go off for 25 to 30 here. So Cam Thomas is that guy. On the Detroit side, Jeremy Grant is out indefinitely with a thumb injury of some sort. So that's huge. Isaiah Stewart is already getting a bump because of no Olynyk. And he should see a bigger bump tomorrow as well. Saddiq Bey will be quite popular tomorrow. At 4.8K, he's very cheap. No Jeremy Grant, the usage is going to flow out that way. Some other players that I see getting a bump from no Jeremy, besides Saddiq and Stewart. Of course, you got Cade up there, but he's 7.5K. Of course, people are going to think he's a good play just because of the matchup, the Jeremy bump, but I'm not here to give you guys just easy plays. I think someone who might be sneaky, Trey Lyles at 3.5K, and these bench guys, Diallo, Frank Jackson, and Lyles, these guys are sneaky for sure. I think they definitely get a bump. We might see some Josh Jackson tomorrow. So stay tuned for the starting lineup for this game. I would definitely monitor that to see who starts for Jeremy. Could see Saddiq Bey move to the 4. And if Saddiq moves to the 4, that means either Frank Jackson or Josh Jackson enters that starting lineup. So just something to note. Dallas at OKC. Next game, we have Luka Doncic out. Willie Cauley-Stein out. Sterling Brown is questionable. So with Luka Doncic out, Porzingis gets a huge bump. He's scored over 40+ fantasy points without Luka in every single game so far. So Jalen Brunson, 30+ DK points without Luka Doncic. So he's going to be quite popular as well. Dorian Finney-Smith might be a good play too. OKC, of course, is a very bad team. Dallas has the upper hand here. I think I'm going to be stacking this Dallas side. Probably something like Porzingis, Brunson, Finney-Smith. Those are my main guys from this side. And maybe some THJ, but he's GPP only. He he's not the definition of consistency, I would say. On the OKC side, we have no apparent injuries, so no one really gets a bump here. But we do have players that are a little bit lightly priced, a little soft pricing. Darius Bazley, 4.3K for his recent performances. He's been pretty good. Josh Giddey, 6.5K. I'm not too sure if I'd go there, especially against Dallas, when there are better plays out there. Besides that, I mean, yeah, I'm not targeting too much here. Bazley at 4.3, but still, I think there are better plays as well. So that's GPP only for me regarding Bazley. Shea, 8.6, pretty expensive. Dude dudded last time against the Lakers, kind of failed a lot of us over in the prop section, but yeah, I mean, he's going to have not as hard of a matchup because Luka's out. OKC's at home. They do play better at home. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Next game, the Pelicans at the Spurs. We have on the Pelicans side, Zion Williamson out and Kira Lewis out. These two other guys don't even crack rotation, not even worth to go over. On this side, Jonas Valanciunas, 8.4K. I like that matchup against Poeltl. I do think that he has the upper hand in this matchup, even though Poeltl is somewhat of a decent defender. But these guys are basically priced right. Josh Hart from 5K to 6K. Damn, that's a 1,000K or $1,000 price upgrade from his 5K point. That's right. These prices are basically right. So Davonte Graham at 5.2K. I know I talked about him and wrote about him last slate. He didn't perform too well against I think it was a very good matchup last time too. So he's probably going to go off tonight. I'm probably going to be off of him if you guys wanted a note for that. Besides that, maybe Herbert Jones at 4.1K. He's been pretty consistent, 30 minutes each game. Yeah, besides, I'm not looking too much. If you're not playing Jonas, you might want to hit up Willie Hernan-Gomez for GPPs. But yeah, San Antonio side, no one hurt. No one really to make note of that they're hurt. And yeah, I mean, it's a good side for the New Orleans, or for the San Antonio Spurs. They get a pace-up bump. New Orleans is bad on defense, so I'm liking a couple people here. DeJounte Murray at 10.1K. We'll see a bounce-back game for sure for him. Derek White is now up to 7K from like 6.1, 6.3, 6.5, and now he's, or 6.6, and now he's 7K. So he's been getting a slow, gradual price bump each slate. They're both in good matchups here, and along with Vassell, and that's only if Vassell gets the minutes. He got 23 tonight, 23 last night actually. If he keeps getting those minutes again, like how he was in the past, I definitely like that price tag at 4.5K. But besides that, I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere else here. Everyone looks kind of priced right. Next game, Minnesota at Portland. On the Minnesota side, we have D'Angelo Russell as questionable, which basically makes or breaks his team. They've been playing awful without D'Angelo, and it seems like he's one of the floor generals, commanders of this team. So they do need D'Lo out there, but luckily Portland's struggling. So this is actually a good matchup for him. I'm not sure if I like the Towns versus Nurkic matchup, but I do like Anthony Edwards here. I do believe if D'Lo's out, he's due for a bounce back. Jared Vanderbilt at 5.6K, not so bad either. He has a 25 to 30 point upside, maybe a 15 to 20 floor, so he's not so bad. Pat Beverly, if D'Angelo Russell's out, I do like him at 4.6K. He should see around 25 to 30 minutes, maybe even more if he's okay now, but I do like that price tag for him. Malik Beasley, if he continues to get these minutes without D'Angelo Russell, 4.5K is literally nothing. He should see 25 to 30 fantasy points if he gets that 25 to 30 minute run. So that's just something to note, and basically be wary of for the day. I do like him at 4.5K here. We just have to make sure he gets that run, you know. Besides that, I'm going to be off. Portland side, we have Damian Lillard questionable, and people that were out that are back. I think Ben McLemore's back, Anthony Simons is back, and yeah. So besides that, they're getting a little bit healthy. They were missing a ton of people before. They're coming back. So Dennis Smith Jr. I believe gets a huge bump down now that Anthony Simons is back. We'll see if Anthony starts or not. If he does, I like him at that 5.1K price tag. Nasir Little, same thing at 3.9K. If he does start again, I do like him there. Besides that, I'll probably maybe Covington at 3.5K if Damian Lillard continues to sit. He's been seeing upwards of 30 plus minutes each night. Besides that super blowout night where they just lost by like 30 points against Boston. But yeah, I mean Nurkic at 7.1K if Damian Lillard is out. I like that too. Yeah, moving on. Last game of the slate, Orlando at Lakers. On the Orlando side, Jalen Suggs out, Markelle Fultz out, Michael Carter-Williams out, Jonathan Isaac out, and Etuan Morris out. So the prices for these guys have basically kept rising over the last couple slates. Wendell is finally above 7K. He's been around that 6K to 6.5K price range forever. He's finally 7.2K. Lakers are pretty good defensively inside, so I'm probably not going to go there. Mo Bamba at 6.4K. Maybe he can get there with his blocks. But besides that, I'm probably not going to touch it. Franz Wagner definitely let down a lot of people in the props, at least the price picks community. Let down. I think he had like 29 fantasy points. His line was at 29.5. I'm not sure if I'd go here either. The Lakers are actually looking a little bit better defensively. It all depends if AD sits or plays or not, because that basically will determine if you can attack the Lakers inside. But as of now, AD is questionable. So I'm gonna stick. Actually, Gary Harris 3.9K. I like Gary Harris in cash. 3.9K has been seeing over 25 plus minutes, over 20 DK points each game. Terrence Ross is definitely GPP. Sometimes he can play up to 35 minutes. Sometimes he can play 20 minutes. 3.7. Lakers suck against shooters. Terrence Ross definitely fits that right there. Fits that narrative. Fits that role for the Magic right here. So I do like him at 3.7K. He's had a couple good games though, and I hate playing Terrence Ross after a couple good games because he always ends up thudding. So just be careful of that. I like him, but I'm not too sure if I'd play him yet. But he's worth a look in GPPs for sure. On the Lakers side, like I said, this side is basically just determined if AD sits or plays. And it's the last game of the day, so we won't get that news until the last game. We won't get it till super late. LeBron James is probable. Anthony Davis questionable. We have Kendrick Nunn and Trevor Ariza still out. So with that news, there's not much we can really do here besides waiting for AD to be out or not. You can either guess if AD is going to be out or you cannot. And it sucks because we have no clue. If AD is out, I do like Dwight Howard in this matchup. If he starts, he's going to be playing against Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter Jr. They're going to need some big bodies out there. They can't play LeBron as center. At least I don't think they can play LeBron as center like they have been. So I do think they're going to need Dwight Howard. If AD sits, I'm also looking at Malik Monk, Carmelo Anthony, and Taylor Horton-Tucker. One of those guys are going to go off if AD does sit, and I can't tell which player does as of now because Frank Vogel likes to rotate them really well. But I'll have more for you guys tomorrow in the Discord chat for sure when we do get this news. But as of now, can't really form a stance just because AD is just so big to the team. So yeah, that wraps up this slate, wraps up this NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for Sunday, December 12th. Again, if you liked the video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily media content and our live streams. I appreciate you guys all for watching. As always, it's been your boy. Have a good Sunday. Good luck in your contest tomorrow. Enjoy football Sunday. Enjoy your day off. And let's get a good start to the week. Yeah, it's been your boy. Tristan, aka Stretch DFS. I am out. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.